Hey, what's up? I'm Makayla if you are new, and I know that I just posted Sunday's video a day late, but we're not going to talk about it. Knowing that it is the week of Valentine's Day, I did want to do something love related. I just wasn't really sure what. Boom, as soon as I posted my video about all the poems that I wrote at age 9 that I thought deserved some attention, go watch that if you haven't. I immediately knew what I wanted to do for Valentine's Day this week of filming. As you might know, I'm a huge writer. I love to write poetry. I actually focused on poetry for my concentration senior year of college, and that being said, I write a lot of poems, and with my history, a lot of them are love related. So what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day this week than to share with you some of the love related poems that I wrote. So this week, expect a ton of new videos. Usually I only post 2 videos a week, but this week I'm going to try to post a video every single day up until Saturday, and then go back onto my normal schedule of posting Sundays and Thursdays, unless it's a Mornings with Makaykay episode, then those are on Monday morning. But before we get into today's video and sharing all these gushy love poems that I wrote about boys that have wronged me, if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe. We really are like one big family with lots of love to go around. It's never too late to join. All you have to do is hit subscribe. Also, don't forget to click the bell because that notifies you every time I upload a new video. I always shout out the first comment on my social media, so be sure to be following me on those as well. And you're not going to want to miss any uploads this week because I'm going to be very honest, vulnerable, and share some pieces of my past that I haven't with you yet, as surprising as that is considering how much I do share on this channel. And please don't forget to leave a like because that does help my content, as well as comment down below if you like this idea, if you're excited to see some of what I am writing. I'm going to start off kind of easy in today's video and share 3 to 4 poems that aren't really what I would consider like my best work, but still highlighted enough in my past to share with you because I would consider them love related, if that makes sense. And this week's all about love. But as the week goes on, I do have more personal and, in my opinion, better poems that I am really excited to share with you. There are also pieces that I've been wanting to recite or create a visual poem for you on YouTube for a while now since I've written them. What better time to share with you than this week with Valentine's Day just around the corner? I wasn't sure if I wanted to even mention Valentine's Day on this channel or highlight that in any way through these related videos, but looking back on my content from last year in February, the year before, I did post videos kind of related to love, like my Tinder experiences, a letter to the boy that broke my heart, my heartbreak is a good thing. All of these are still really great videos, by the way, so definitely check them out if you haven't already. I'll list them all down below and a few in the iCard as well. But with all of that being said, let's dive on into some of these love poems that I wrote. I'm a little bit nervous because we're going to start with the earliest poems that I could find that I thought were good, I guess. So the poems that I'm going to be reading to you off of my laptop today stem from my freshman year of college. Just at the ripe age of 19, I had just had probably my most intimate experience with a guy at this point. I definitely felt the hardest I had in my life for someone. At the time, I had called it and believed that it was love. At this point, I definitely know it was more infatuation and the idea of love than love itself. But, you know, love nonetheless. Let's see what 19-year-old Makaykay was feeling and expressing in her poetry. So the first poem I did not title because it was just an entry in my journal. And like I said, the ones that I shared today, I don't really think are like as great as my work could be, but it is the foundation of what had made me a great writer in years to come. So here's the first one. I'm nervous. What if he watches? He won't watch this. Does he? He probably won't. There were summer crickets the night we kissed. I don't remember hearing them, but I'm sure of it. Because I left with more than the imprint of your pores tattooed against my skin, my body sticky with summer air, and teen sweat gathered from the space between your sheets, the space we filled with whispers, lips, and love. I left with blood racing through my veins, curled toes, and an infectious smile across my face. You'll probably never understand exactly how much you mean to me, and maybe I'll never get another chance to tell you that. But if the universe allows it, and I do, I hope you ask me again, because this time I'll say yes. Ooh, Makaykay was feeling stuff. Okay, next one. This one, I found this last night when I was preparing this video. The title kills me. So the title of this poem is OHMA, or O-H-M-A, and I thought it was super deep because it's about distance, but the title is just a mash of the states that we currently were living in. So I was living in Ohio and he was living in Massachusetts. So I just put them together and this is called OHMA. It's such a shame you weren't strong when I was over here drowning in distance and had to save myself. Woo! Milk and honey who? Just kidding. And the final poem is about a girl, and I did have to edit it a little bit so it wouldn't be too personal. So it's not the original piece, but it is pretty close to it. Here goes nothing. We talk about what has never been spoken of before this moment. Growing up, never heard of the order of her children. Boy, boy, girl. Never heard the want for a job, Chicago maybe, the search for a home. We talk about our past like they are separate beings we carry with to coffee, 2 years too late. She doesn't know of the time I let a stranger sleep inside of me, the night I slept at our teacher's home. She doesn't know how much I fell in love with a city I only traveled to after she left. She doesn't know the ache inside I feel seeing her and not having her. I tell her about the boy and the one after that. I tell her about the place out west I hope to live. I tell her how much I've missed her. We joke about adulthood like we aren't also the punchline. We speak of things never needed to be said before, but we need jobs, degrees in the mail, dates and hotels paid, turn of the tassel, and we are off. Where will we end up? 2 years later, I want to know. Alright, those are all the poems that I'm going to share with you in today's video, but definitely stick around and subscribe because tomorrow I have a very exciting poem that I will be sharing with you, a focused one, and for the rest of the videos this week, each video will just be centered on one more recent poem that I have written and perfected. But to start this off, I just wanted to share with you some poetry from my past, and I thought these three were great examples because they came straight from the heart and a very vulnerable, emotional place, but they weren't poems that I would ever probably share independently or try to publish because they're just pieces from my journal. They're not even titled for the most part. A big part of writing to me is to overcome feelings and emotions, and it's very therapeutic for me all around. So getting those thoughts onto paper just helped me process what I'm going through, and that's exactly what I did in those pieces. But I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video. I hope that you guys are having a great week, and let me know what you think about these videos because I have a ton of writing that I've been meaning to share with you, and I think this was a great week just to kind of like pound them all out at once, but hopefully you're enjoying them. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!